Bingo! Love a coffee on a morning. Hello, just a minute. Gotta get the coffee. Hello. It's early morning. Just going to start marking my charts up. But I want to answer an email that came through this morning. So let's roll the intro and we'll have a chat. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers. As you can probably work out by the way I'm dressed, I am the Scruffy Trader. I don't go to work in a pinstripe suit. You'll always see me in a daft t-shirt with ridiculous logos on. And I can because I work for myself. And that's the beauty. I've got nobody looking over my shoulder. And it's been like that for the best part of 20 years. However, some don't like it. They think I am what's called unprofessional. And unprofessional because I clown about, take the mickey out of my wife, and apparently being a 50-year-old that likes Star Wars memorabilia is childish. You're right. I do like my memorabilia and I need it. And even when I'm at home, it enjoys me, even in this kitchen. I have it here. And I know this is irrelevant to being a trader, but it's relevant to me. And the reason being is trading is incredibly stressful. And you need certain things to relax your mind while you're trading. For me, it is my toys and clowning around. But when you watch the videos, as soon as I go on a chart, I change. I am focused on the moment on that chart. And this is something that I want to touch on following an email I read this morning, because it's early morning on Sunday. I always mark my charts up ready for the week coming, and I read through a few emails. And one of them's kind of touched me this morning. And I've got it in front of me down here, so if I look down, don't worry. And it's a little shout out to Mitch. It's a great question, but I might be shattering your bubble in a second or two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of guys who have been supporting the channel. Ivan Brewer, Neville Traynor, great name. My father and brother are called Neville, so a good northern name. And if you like Alvida's aim pet, it's definitely a Norman gear. It's a great program, by the way, for all the youngsters who've never seen it. Sorry, apparently that's unprofessional. And a special shout out and salute to Liam Kirkland, who definitely supports the channel. I thank you. And then I was chatting also with Jason from Odin's Mandate last night. I love Odin's Mandate because as you get, I'm a popular culture kid. Love science fiction, everything. Odin, Thor, happy days. And we were chatting about the cloud last night, exchanging a few emails. I know it was very late. I'll revisit it for you this week and I'll try and put something together so you can back test it and then we'll have another chat. Cool. All right. So with all of that said, sorry, off on a ramble. I often do that. As my mother used to call me many times, I am gob on legs because I never shut up. Then again, you want to try spending the night with Winky. Actually, no, I'll spend the night with Winky. You just imagine it. Hello. So, I'll have the coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. I'm going to address this email. Your email was good, but it was also very disturbing. And it was disturbing because you're a young chap, and I understand it. And the email read out that you'd been following Forex for the last 2 weeks, had a decent success rate, and now toying with quitting your job to become a full-time day trader. Now that set alarm bells running like there is no tomorrow. And your question is, can you do it? The reason I've emailed you as well, but the reason why I've come on the camera to address it, it's very dangerous what you're looking at. In fact, incredibly dangerous. It's, for me, when I read it, it's bordering on a lucky streak and gambling. I know I say trading is not difficult. It's not. It really isn't. But you are. And what I mean by that, not you individually, by the way, Mitch. I just mean as a human being. We are hardwired to be fight or flight, fear and greed, all of these emotions. And until you've been around the charts a long time, those emotions become incredibly difficult to control. And especially as your account grows. I mean, even if you have a relatively small account, £5,000 for argument's sake, your mindset changes massively from when you have £500. In the grand scheme of things, 5,000 isn't that much. It doesn't even buy you a decent car. But when you see a position move against you a couple of £100, it's quite damaging to that account. But it's more damaging to you because you can see how much of that account is being eroded. Whereas if you have a £50,000 account, then a couple of quid goes against you, like a couple £100, it doesn't really dent the account that much. And I hope you understand kind of what I'm saying, because the chances of turning £500 into a living wage and consistently stay that way for a sustained length of time is incredibly difficult. And even myself, I wouldn't fancy trying it. You know, I'm lucky, I've got a good account. But what you've got to remember is, I didn't just wake up one morning and think, smell the coffee, and I'm going to be a trader. I kind of evolved into it from another industry. So for me, the transition was quite a smooth one, but I was already in and around it. You see, I used to have to purchase currency in order to buy goods in foreign lands. So I used to buy a lot of US dollars, and then when the dollar was good against the yen, I would buy the container of product because I would get more bang for my buck. And it was the same for the products we brought in from Poland, and we buy against the euro, that sort of thing. And it's all about forward purchasing of currency. Now, it's slightly different to trading, but you are watching for currency fluctuations. And it taught me that there's actually money to be made within this industry. So over a long period of time, and I'm not talking a couple of months, I'm talking years, kind of figured out this is how you can make some money. And then when my business closed, the transition across into a trader was relatively easy, or easier is the easiest thing, because it still took a good 18 months to get my head round the emotional side, because I didn't have a company bank account to fall back on if I got a mistake wrong. It was my bank account, and it was my money that was going down the drain, and it ended up costing me a bloody fortune. But once I got my head round it, it got easier. And the bigger the account got, it didn't get easier in the sense that I could make more money. It got easier in the sense that I had a cushion if something went wrong. Now, if you're starting out with £500 and you're going to quit your job thinking that's going to become a living wage, that is a mountain to climb. And trust me, I do not recommend it. Please do not quit your job to become a day trader. What I would recommend that you do is do end of day trading or longer candle trading. And what I mean by that is look at a daily candle and enter on a 4-hour candle while you're working till you build up your account. And then when you've got an account big enough, then look to start thinking about maybe even just cutting back, going part-time, so you have a stable income coming in while you're trading. Because you could start as a high worth net individual, £100,000 account for argument's sake, and still lose a bloody fortune because you haven't got the mental capacity to go through what trading puts you into. And I know that sounds hard and a little bit preachy, and I really don't want it to be. The top and bottom of the answer is don't do it. All right. Trading is wonderful. I love it. I love every single day that I am at the charts. I love my computer. I love the screens. I love the movements. It took me a long time to figure things out and work out what works for me. And that's the key thing. It works for me. And what I do doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you. Because what I see in a chart is not what you see in a chart. And that's what moves the charts. Because ultimately, we're all trying to get to the same destination. We just use different roads. And the charts are exactly the same. So you'll see one guy that wants to short it, another guy will want to go long. Moving. But they're both trying to get to the same place. Profit. Okay? Now, if you're going to replace one wage with another, you need the skill set in order to pick up that new wage. And if you've only been trading 2 weeks, and as you said, you've been kind of sucked in by the land of make-believe, or what you guys would call Instagram. And for those of you who don't see it, this is what I see every single day.
You ding-dong!
Give it to me again.
You ding-dong!
Oh, make it stop!
Please do not believe it. All right? Do your own training. Don't listen to these clowns. I don't know any rich guy that flashes off their cars like that. And I know a lot of rich people, but they're just Joe Blogs in the street. I am by no means rich. I earn a salary and I'm happy with the salary I get, and every year my salary increases a little bit and it allows me to have a cup of coffee and go on holiday with my beautiful wife. And to me, that's what trading should be. But don't come into trading thinking, right, I saw a Lamborghini, he's only 23, oh look at that, he's in the back of a roller with some bubbly. That's the lifestyle I want. Is it? Is it really? Or is it just a pipe dream? To me, it's a pipe dream. Trading to me allows me to pay my mortgage. It allows me to go out for a meal when I choose, and it pays me a wage at the end of the week. And that is it. Now, for those who like to stick it into me all the time, fine. I'm happy with my life, So enjoy yours and don't interfere in mine. And for you, Mitch, please enjoy trading, follow it to the end, but don't kill off another career path just because you've been suckered in on Instagram. Sorry, bit of Sunday morning wisdom from the Scruff. I'm now going to go up and prepare for next week and see what it brings. Who knows? It might be a great week, might be a bad week, but it will be a controlled week. And what I mean by controlled is I will follow my rules as I always do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, happy days. And I'll enjoy it because I will be smooth. Something that I've learned, keep my emotions from swinging high to low. And that's why I play with my toys, why I drink a lot of coffee, and why I like to wind my wife up. Calms my mind down. Because we all need these little things. Okay? So if that kind of all makes sense, please subscribe. Drop a comment below if you're stuck. I'll do my best to get back to you because I genuinely try and answer every single one of them personally. And with all of that, guys, remember, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.